Hello, everyone. I'm here again to meet you and to greet you with new topic. And that this topic is really very, very important. As usual, all topics are important, whichever I have so far shared through my videos. So, friend, my today's topic is expectations and acceptance. In life, we expect a lot of things from people. They basically don't behave as you want. Why? Because you expect something from them. And let me tell you one thing, you expect means it is your emotion of that particular person's respect, love, or attachment that carried in your mindset and you expect it. But let me tell you one thing, friends. In the world, our expectations, whatever, they silently shaping our emotions every day. Yes, we are going through our emotions when we expect something from others. So we expect people to behave in a certain way. They should act like this and situation to unfold as planned. And life, that it's a reward in a different dimension. And when you exactly what you want, expect from someone, it does not happen because you don't understand the reality. Reality is something different because the reality does not operate on our expectations. Friend, it follows its own course. So you and me get dissatisfaction number of times it happens in our personal life, right, my friend? So this think about this, how often you have felt disappointed or unhappy? Yes, friend, number of times. No, because something was truly bad, but because it did not happen to that way you expected. So the problem is rarely the situation itself. Okay. And it is the gap between expectation and reality. And therefore, we are not able to work out in that. So number of people who are basically working hard but they don't get a result as they expected. Because why? Because there are a number of concern other parameters which basically bound to happen with them, and if it does not, then they don't get their expected things. Normally it happen in corporate worlds or organizations. But when we talk about personal life also, we often expect others to understand us, and without the communication it doesn't happen. You have to have communication, friend, if you have to have the proper relationship. And when they don't, we feel hurt. And what happened, we really get ourselves frustrated with such a way that we are thinking that why it has happened with me, why the gentleman is not that doing, that lady is not doing, that particular my relationships is not doing, my father, my mother, my sister, my wife, my husband, they are not doing that. Because acceptance, if you really expected with a lot of time, the things will happen as you want. Then only when you start accepting the fact of their personalities, their approach of concern, communication, what you wanted to tell them. And then truly the people are accepting you. But everyone is a different. And when we accept this, everyone is a different, then we have no worry. And automatically we replace assumptions into proper conversations, and we clarify all conflicts because we accept the reality. And therefore, even in a personal growth, when we expect something, it can be a burden sometime, but we want to be go fast and we want to achieve it quick. But let me tell you one thing, but life does not work on your expectation, on your urgency. It works on consistency, what you are giving the best to that particular act or that particular happening. Then acceptance here, that way you will go to with that approach and you will start trusting the process. When you start trusting the process, you will get a progress and progress and progress, because you are trusting the process. It will take a time, right? So now acceptance is often a misunderstood. It is not a weakness, it is not giving up, it is not a settling for less. So acceptance is a strength. for you and me. So it is the ability to face the reality with that particular resistance. And without resistance, nothing can come in that. Resistance in an appropriate manner, understanding manner. And we have to resist it to understand what actually, and with the acceptance, we basically go with that particular. And without any resistance, you can have the things in that. So it is the maturity to say, this is the situation. Now, how do I respond wisely? So it shifts your focus from, complaining to improving, yes, and the reacting to adapting. So friend, you can adopt the things as it is and you will be happy, right? So considering everyday situations, traffic jams, delays are taking place, unexpected setbacks are coming in your life. So these are the small but powerful tests of life. When you resist them, stress increases. When you accept them, you become a more and more happy inside. That is what mind stays calm. So the situation remains the same, but your experience completely changes. So, friend, this is the power of the acceptance. So start accepting the reality. It does not change the world outside, but it transforms the world within of you and me. So another important dimension is a gratitude, which we have to say thank you for the situation. And when expectations dominate, we focus on what is missing. When we are saying thank you to that particular, we accept grow. We basically start going towards that great approach of thought processes where the dominance of you will be there and the achievement will be there if you start accepting, but it will take a later on, not immediately. So we begin to appreciate what is a present and what that shift, and from lack to abundance is where the real contentment basically lies. So you will be more happy, you will be more contained with that particular thought process, and therefore life will never be perfect and people will not always meet your expectations. So plans will not always succeed. So but acceptance allows you to be stay balanced through even that whatever conditions you are going through that, right? So perhaps the real lesson is in this particular thought process we normally understand that don't stop expecting growth, success or better outcomes, but detach from rigid expectations about how and when things should happen. Because the moment you reduce expectations and increase acceptance, life becomes lighter, you think clearer, feel calmer, and respond better and better. So, friend, and that is what the state of your mind be required, and you have to be, and myself to be that way in our personal life. So you don't just live, you experience life with a peace, maturity, and quite confidence. So, friends, here is that what I meant to say to you all, that we have to accept the reality. We have to be consistent in our activity. Then and then only we can go ahead. So, friend, are you ready to change yourself? To bring change in your friends by sending this video, liking it and subscribing it. I'm sure, friend, you like this video. And definitely, if you have any question, contact me 776-898-1355. I shall repeat it again, 776-898-1355. So we'll meet tomorrow again and we'll have another one video which will definitely enlighten you to move ahead with your great speed of development. Thank you very much, friend, for watching me. Thank you. Bye bye.